Ooh, I didn't even have the camera up. My bad. Another late live Arsenal Forest. Big game today. I don't even have the microphone. I'm too excited. Oh man, had to take a break after that Man United match. And then some interesting scores that we're going to get to. But Arsenal Forest about to kick off here in about 4 minutes or so. Let's look at some of these scores because it looks like it's going to be hopefully a good day. You know, as long as we can do our job. Of course, Man United have soundly beaten Manchester City, drubbed them. Should have been maybe 5 or 6 to Man United. City did nothing in that match. So let's see some of these other scores. It looks like Chelsea standard 2-0 against Brentford. Leeds beat Fulham at home. That's, standard. Not necessarily, but it's not totally out of the realm of imagination. And then Liverpool draw at Burnley. That's an interesting one. They drop more points. Sunderland beat Crystal Palace. Yeah, Crystal Palace. They're just selling off all of their players, and this is not going to end well in the long run, right? You won an FA Cup and now you're just like selling all of your players, right? You guys might end up in the relegation zone next season or something, and their manager's gone too. So, all right. Beyond that, uh, West Ham beat Tottenham at their own stadium. Uh, West Ham is up there. It's top two worst teams in the league, and they're going to get relegated this year. Go to Tottenham and beat them in their stadium. They win 2. Oh man, what a good result that is. All right, so now all we have to do is do our job away at Forest, right? So let's get into it. Arsenal players are coming out onto the pitch. And again, my television is acting up a little bit. Didn't do it with the Man United game. But as soon as Arsenal come to play, here we are. Oh man. And this referee, I mean there's like only like 5 referees in the Prem or whatever. These guys, man, this little gang that they got. That's what I don't want. Shit, you know what I mean? Like we need to get everything sewn up, beat this team, okay? We don't want any injuries, we don't want any random referee calls. Everybody's heads in the game, okay? Another opportunity has presented itself. We need to capitalize. No mistakes, okay? Score early, manage the game, and continue scoring. Good Lord. All right. At the City Ground, Nottingham Forest, a team with English pedigree, European pedigree. I believe 2 European Cups, what is now considered the Champions League. All right, game is underway. Arsenal in our dark blue kit. Nottingham Forest, of course, in the red and white. Oh man. And I might have to rely on my backup for this match because my television stream is acting up. Let's see. I hope. Oof. Excuse me. Early offside call on Jokeres, it seems. Okay, good. We got this back up. All right. All right. Let's see. Arsenal Football Club have the ball. Arteta focused. It seems that Saka has not started. I wonder what is going on with Saka. Martinelli starts. This is an interesting lineup. Timber. It looks like Timber is playing on the left. So our injuries at the back are still plaguing us. That means we're still missing Calafiori, still missing Hincapié. Mascara was captured walking with the team, so people are speculating whether this guy is actually available and on the bench. I didn't do a lineup. I never do a lineup, but I should. Martinelli has been in decent form. Ball goes forward. Sean Dyche is a difficult manager to play against. All right. Igor Jesus with the about Igor Jesus. Actually, might be a little bit like ahead of the other one. The more up to date one shows Arsenal with the ball. All right. Arsenal with the ball. Gabriel. We're doing kind of what we did against Liverpool, where you got Gabriel sort of going wide on the left. Not sure the reason for that. Maybe it's like we're playing a back three, gives Timber the ability to move forward. And then, of course, you have Martinelli there for the defensive solidity. We've got a corner here. Nani Madueke stepping up to take it. Right sided corner. All right. Cross goes in. Good delivery. Ooh, swung in, but hits a side netting. It's all right. That was a good delivery, though. I liked it. I like the way that it curled in. All right. Oh, man. I had all the energy this morning. I had to go back and take a nap just because I did not sleep well and then went straight from not sleeping well to live streaming the Man City game, which was a fantastic watch. Could have been so much better. It could have been 4-5, 6-0. City had nothing. This is bizarre to me. I mean, it adds credence to the idea that Amarim is just not a very good manager. And a lot of the managers that have managed United have not been very good. The team they have, at least they've got the basics. Sometimes that's all you need when you're a struggling team is just the basics. Another possession for Arsenal, passing it around the back. Zubamendi out to Madueke. Arsenal keeping the ball, playing it around Nottingham Forest. I think we need an early goal here. We don't want to leave it late. Cross goes in. Good cross in by Timber. Arsenal get the rebound. Rice has it. Gets it out to Medwecki. Oh man, Arsenal are pressing. They are pressing the life out of Nottingham Forest. Wow. Ben White playing up front. We are really, really putting pressure on them. I think we need a goal though, but no mistakes. We don't want any mistakes. So we're 8 minutes in. Arsenal still have it. We're really playing on the front foot. Has earned another start after his very good performance in the League Cup. Madueke dribbles in the box, really putting pressure on the Nottingham Forest defenders. They're able to get it off of him, but once again trapped within the Arsenal press. Oh man, Forest have it, trying to push forward, trying to push the Arsenal, the team in general, because it looks like Arsenal are just really pressing the life out of them, and they're getting the ball back. Yep, Forest get a little bit. Oh no, Igor Jesus receives it inside the box, cleared by Gabriel. Yeah, this is a spicy match. It looks like Saliba is hurt. All right. Saliba may have had a slight head injury. That's why they stopped play. Looks like he's getting up. He's fine. Yeah, we don't want any situations where unforeseen events. Ooh, it must be cold in Nottingham. Oh man, Marinakis. This guy needs two chairs. Good lord, what a walrus. All right, Arsenal, come on. Let's go. Forest have it. Arsenal get it back. Declan Rice gives it away. Actually, no, it was Jokeres that gave it away. Ooh. Oh man, Forest are really coming at us. They're not going to lay down. This is what I tell everyone, that the Premier League is unpredictable. This league is unpredictable, so when people assume, "Hey, we're just going to get a win," it's never that easy. People were saying that about playing against Wolves, the Wolves game. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's going to be easy." Like, nope. Unexpected things that you would not really think would happen in a game, like winning by two own goals. Forest have it. They're doing a really good job controlling it. Igor Jesus is no joke. You know, two good Igors in the league now. Igor Jesus and Igor, the one that plays for Brentford. Arsenal with it. Madueke, Martin Odegaard dropping back to receive it. Ball goes back to Gabriel. Gabriel swings it forward to Martinelli on the wing. Martinelli runs on it, ushered out of bounds. Oh man, that United game got took all the energy out of me. I'm sorry for not being as talkative on this one, man. As bubbly. Uh-oh. Gabriel got beat. Oh no. No. The referee is calling a foul, flailing elbow onto the defender. I think the fans. No, no, no. This is not a weak. This is not a cardable offense. Yeah, the referee cannot make a call. Like this is nothing. He barely brushes him on the nose. This is what I don't like. Giving the referee, and I'm not blaming Gabriel. It shouldn't be a foul. Yeah, it's minimal contact. And now Sean Dyche is talking to the referee, to the official on the sideline. I don't understand how sometimes these managers will really argue a point when they don't have access to video playback or anything like that. I guess they kind of have to. I guess like they have people on their team that will tell them. But yeah, this guy barely got brushed. You can't do that. I feel like if you fall and roll around and it's something that is like minimal and you're trying to get another player sent off, I think rightfully so, they're forcing him off the pitch. So if you're going to do that, you're going to risk your team playing with 10 men until the play is over. Martinelli with it. Corner for Arsenal. Yeah, you got Oleana playing against Martinelli. It's a weird, like, physical mismatch. I didn't. Oleana is like so like big and strong looking. Martinelli doesn't look weak, but it's just a weird thing. Like Oleana looks like a center back, and it looks like he's marking Gabriel. Rice steps up to take the corner. We'll see. We'll see if he can put one of these amazing curves on it. All right, curve goes in. Good placement. Goalkeeper slaps it away. Arsenal get it back. Uh Madueke doing a little bit too much, trying too much trickery, crosses it again, wastes it. I'm not liking how Madueke is playing. Come on, buddy. Don't do stupid stuff like that. He loses the ball the first time trying to over dribble and do trickery, runs on it, and then he just swings at it and just it's just a wasted possession right there. Yeah, this is going to be a physical battle right here. Really, that physical element is what makes the Prem less predictable. You don't know what's going to happen when players are pushing each other and kicking each other, putting bodies on each other. Martinelli has it to the byline. Nobody there. Madueke heads it in, but Forest clear it for another Arsenal corner. Really, this is what we need to do in every game. Because if teams are going to sit inside of their box, you need to force them to concede corners every time. Concede corners and free kicks. If they want to be physical, park the bus football, giving away a penalty or something. Cross goes in, bobbing around. Rice gets it back. He runs it, crosses it all the way back to Madueke. Madueke's offside, it seems like. Free kick to Forest. All right, guys. So as we speak, there's still a 6 point deficit between the first and second teams in the table. The first being Arsenal, the second being Manchester City. So we need to see a title winning performance. This here is a final. We need to play it as if it is a final. Another foul. It looks like this game is becoming a little bit physical. Anderson. Forrest being a bit cheeky, trying to slow down our play. Typical, expected. When you're being mismatched, this is kind of what you have to do. You got to work with the tools you have, and that's what managers like Sean Dyche do. Sam Allardyce in previous eras. Arsenal have it running at the Forest goal. Madueke over dribbling as he does. Finally gets it, even though he was about to lose it. Shot on goal miss by Ben White. Another sort of wasted possession because we're not keeping possession and knocking it around the box and waiting for the right opportunity. You can see some frustration with um, Declan Rice. He's not happy that we're losing or just wasting these opportunities. We need an early goal. There's 20 minutes gone now. Forest keeper kicks it forward. Ball recovered by Arsenal. Ball passed in the back. Arsenal have it. It looks like Forest are trying to press us high. They're switching gears. Raya kicks it forward. Jokeres. Ball goes out wide for Martinelli to run on. He's faster than Aina. Martinelli is definitely faster than Ana. I think he's a center back. He looks big like a center back. Arsenal get it. Jokeres kind of getting marked out. This may be a game for Havertz or something. Havertz or Jesus. I'm not complaining about Jokeres just yet. Forest have it. They're running at our defense, keeping possession well. They've done well. I think Forest have done well to negate us. So as we speak, it's 6 points. If we win this game, it'll be a 9 point gap between City and Arsenal. As far as I'm concerned, not going to say anything until we get an even better cushion than that. And I'm not even going to call it a cushion. But as long as we get a lead, a better lead than that. Forrest doing well. Good press. Elliot Anderson. He falls over and there's no foul there. And the referee stops play. The referees are so awful. These referees are so awful. This guy over and the referee just calls it as if it's like a fit. Just because he falls over doesn't mean somebody. I think we're doing well getting the ball back from them. Oh no. Oh no. Igor Jesus. Oh my God. Was free on goal out of nowhere. Oh goodness. Raya clears it. But yeah. Yeah. We need to focus, guys. That was dangerous. Yeah. Forrest are actually trying in this match. They want to be party poopers. They're moving forward on us. They're not just ball bounces off of Timber, corner for Nottingham Forest. We have to be careful because it was Hudson. Yeah, it was Hudson Adoy who ran on the ball. Raya was aware enough to run forward and clear the ball before Hudson Adoy was able to get a shot off. But that's a dangerous play right there. Anderson cross goes in, goes a bit far. It looks like a handball. Handball by Forrest. Oh, the referee calls a foul. And Sean Dyche, of course, employing the dark arts constantly in the fourth official's ear. This is not going to be an easy match. All right, Arsenal. Saliba with it. Sean Dyche doing a little bit too much talking. Come on, guys. No mistakes. We don't want another incident like this Hudson Adoy opportunity. Controlled, regimented football. That's what we want in this match. Madueke has it. Back to Ben White. We're slowly trying to push the line forward. Martinelli gets the ball and just crosses it forward. Forrest doing a really good job at Forrest doing a good job at pressing us, making this game a physical battle. You know, you got to win these kinds of games, right? You have to experience. You have to go through these kinds of games. We've had some good experience, but this is what you should expect. It looks like Timber has just dropped into the middle of the defense. Martin Odegaard trying to get into the game because he's been a bit silent. All right, ball goes out. Ben White crosses it in. Oh, good shot. Good shot and a miss. Ben White not happy with Declan Rice. Declan Rice was right there, but it looks like he was being pushed around. Good opportunity. Good opportunity. But the ball came off of Forrest for the corner. Arsenal corner. Rice steps up to it. Come on, give me a good curve. Okay, a little bit wide. Headed back. It right across the goal. What a miss. Come on. Oh. Oh my goodness. Madueke shoots it. It goes right across goal. And Martinelli puts it on his heel instead of off the tip of his toe. And it just rolls out the far corner of the goal. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Right. It barely even it doesn't even tap the post. Ugh, okay. Come on, guys. Get your head in it. 29th minute. Come on, guys. We're getting some good chances. Keep forcing them to give set pieces because even if the set piece doesn't go in, even if the set piece doesn't go in, we can maybe get a rebound. Right now, I haven't seen too much from Martin Odegaard. I am not pleased with Martin Odegaard because as much as we criticize Jokeres and the opportunities he's had to play up front, his performances and the fact that he doesn't really do the basics, he at least puts in an effort. And right now, I'm watching Martin Odegaard be completely anonymous. This is not a team for passengers. We're here to win, especially carrying our captain. Like, no play goes through Martin Odegaard so far in this game, in this match. He needs to step up. Swings it in, ball goes in. Forrest being very physical, a lot of shirt pulling. Right, Igor Jesus and Gabriel were wrestling for that. Ben White carries it forward. I think after his performance in the League Cup, Ben White has cemented his position, or at least a start. Okay, ball goes in. Oh, where are our players? Zubamendi put it across the goal. We keep doing this. The ball keeps going across the goal. There's nobody there. Let's see where Jokeres is. Okay, I don't really blame him. Yeah, but come on, guys. A little bit too much power on it from Zubamendi. I don't really blame Zubamendi. I mean, I don't blame anybody for that one. It just had a little bit too much power on it. You know, we've had 19 touches inside of their box. I'm not a stats guy because I know how this league is. If you don't put them away, you can still be punished. You do not have a right to just score goals. You have to take it. You have the right to try and do it correctly, but you're not entitled to it. So these opportunities, you have to do something with them. It looks like Nottingham Forest have a press trigger where if there's a second touch on the ball, they will press you. If it's a single touch, it doesn't seem to be. Madueke has it, runs it back, gets it to Timber, who's on the center circle now. I think that's a tactical decision in order to nullify the pace that they have in this team. Okay. Okay. Good passing. Good passing. Okay. Good passing in the box. Okay. Forrest clear it. Goes out of touch. Looks like Martin Odegaard is dropping deep. Okay. Madueke has it. Madueke with pace. Keeps possession but runs it back to the defense. Gets it to Gabriel. Gabriel pushes forward on the left flank. Gets it to Martinelli. Martinelli. Martinelli tries to do something with it, but almost loses it. Gets it back to Gabriel. Saliba gets it out to Ben White. Zubamendi. No. Odegaard. Odegaard trying to do something. He's just keeping possession and running with the ball. Timber. It looks like it's a bit difficult for us to break them down. Ball goes out, Forest ball. It's hard for us to break them down. And this is why we need that early goal. It looks like with the Martinelli goal, the ball comes off his ankle almost, and it rolls just past the far post. Oof, Saliba having trouble. He always has trouble when the ball is in the air. That's one thing I noticed. Gabriel clears it, and now Forest are on the attack. Aina, Forest passing it around the back. Forest getting it wide. Now Forest are trying to step it up. Cleared. Arsenal trying to get it. Gyökeres going all the way back to help defend. Good job. That's what we want. If you're not getting opportunities, then do something. If you're not able to score goals, then just do something. Be productive. It's a spicy affair. Forest have it. The cross goes in. Elliot Anderson cleared. Arsenal trying to deal with this Forest attack. Forest get the ball back. Running at the goal. Penalty. Penalty. This can't. Is it? Is it outside of the penalty area? They're saying Timber fouled Hudson Odoi. Okay, it looks like it's outside of the penalty box. I don't know what these ropes. See, this is one of those periods that makes you nervous. It makes you nervous when you let these players just run at you. And now they're doing a VAR check. So now they're trying to implement this thing of so now they're doing this thing where it's about where the foul ends. So they're saying it's not a penalty, but a really dangerous position right here. Elliot Anderson steps up. You know, all these teams they want to make a name for themselves whenever they come up against a team like Arsenal. Okay, David Raya hits it out. Okay, cleared by Madueke. They're really on the attack now. Forest are really on us right now. We're having trouble just getting the ball away. Aina kicks it out. Now it's ball. I don't that. 38th minute. It looks like Forest are trying to press us and continue putting some pressure on us even when we have the ball. We give the ball away because we're being pressed. We need to do better. Now Forest are back at us. Gibbs White has it. They're keeping the ball, and we're having some real trouble getting it off of them. This has been a really dangerous run of play. They've had two very good attacks in very close succession, and now this is the third, and we kick it out because it's hard to control. Gabriel can't control it, so he just kicks it out, and now it's forced ball again in our half. I'm feeling like Sunderland, Sunderland away. And it's not just because of the colors. Aina throws it in, long throw, goes into the box, cleared. Martinelli kicks it forward. Jokeres is trying to, Jokeres pressing, Jokeres on the run, Jokeres on the run, Jokeres on the run, shoots, bounces off the player. Good job, Jokeres. Yeah. But Jokeres should have kicked the ball a little bit further forward and run onto it. But corner for Arsenal. Madueke steps up. I think Jokeres, instead of taking it down on his chest, he should have just knocked it forward. Put it on his foot, knocked it forward. Cross goes in. Goalkeeper slaps it out. Forrest clear it. David Raya gets it. Kicks it back. Nothing. Wasted possession. Oh man, what are we doing? Okay, we're running down into the close to the end of this half. It's still 0-0, and Forest have had some opportunities. Um, we've already had a carded fullback in Timber. Really dangerous position. We've let Forest kind of get their foot in it. We've had some opportunities that we have wasted. Oh man, can we Can we just clean up in the first half, guys? And Forest retain possession. It's hard for us to do anything. Okay. I'm really not seeing Rice too much in this. I'm not seeing Martin Odegaard. Really, our midfield, I'm not seeing too much from them. Zubamendi had that one attempt, but so far, Odegaard has been anonymous. David Raya gets it forward. They're pressing us, and then he kicks it out of touch. This is a really bad run of play. What are we doing? What are we doing, guys? This feels like an inevitable goal because look at this. We're unable to defend. I don't understand how Hudson Odoi is just dribbling past our players. Martinelli can't control the ball. He gets pushed off easily, and Forrest just keep retaining it. This is just such a bad period of play right now. We look awful, and we've had so many matches where we look like this. What is going on, guys? Why do we have so many matches where we play like this? Whether it's Liverpool, whether it's Aston Villa, whether it's Sunderland, whether it's Man United. Why is it that sometimes it feels like it's impossible for us to get our foot on the ball? Whether it's Chelsea in the League Cup, certain moments where we are just all over the place. And now we're just hoofing it forward. We look like Nottingham Forest. Martinelli gets it forward to Gyökeres. The problem with Gyökeres, he's got no tech. He just ball just gets taken away from him. I think we may need a different. I don't think it's just Gyökeres though. I think it's our. Oh my goodness! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We are looking all over the place. This last 15 minutes, we have been all over the place. Nottingham Forest look better than us. This is incredibly bad. There's going to be an eventual goal here. This is what I'm talking about. How we don't look like title winners. We don't look like title winners. This is a game that you sew it up, but we look awful. We can't get the ball off of Nottingham Forest. What are we doing, guys? We can't get the ball off of Nottingham Forest. Can't get the ball off of them. This is exactly like the Liverpool game. Exactly like the Liverpool second half. Can't get the ball off of them for 20 minutes. 3 extra minutes in the half. We're lucky we're not a goal down. Multiple times, David Raya has to have run all the way out and cleared the ball. What are we doing? This is exactly like the Liverpool game. When we can't control anything, we can't get possession. And then Arsenal fans will come out and make all kinds of excuses. Oh, we're tired. Oh, we had injuries. Oh, it was raining. Oh, this and that. This is not title winning football that we're doing. Incredibly bad football. What in the hell are we doing? A whole half gone. We've spent 20 minutes of it not being able to maintain possession. Any sort of possession. And then we give the ball right back due to a foul. Right back to Forest. This is weak. This is absolutely weak. That last 25 minutes, I'm so livid right now. What are we doing, Arteta? What is this? This has to be a decision made by Arteta. Because it can't be a coincidence that this is happening in so many games this season. Where we find ourselves unable to control anything. We can't even maintain possession. The starkest example was Liverpool at home. A whole entire half passed when we couldn't get the ball off of them at all. And now Forest have the ball again. What is going on? This is a golden opportunity, and you guys are letting it slip again. I am so angry right now. I'm so livid right now. A golden opportunity, and we've got Nottingham Forest bopping us around the park for 20 minutes. We can't get the ball off of them. Can't get the ball off of them. Can't reach the ball. Give away a corner right at the end of the half. And now what? Look at this nonsense. Giving them the last opportunity to score a goal on us, and we haven't been able to lay a finger on them for 20 minutes. I am so livid at this last 20 minutes of this second half, of this first half. What is going on, man? What is going on at Arsenal? I am so frustrated right now. This is something new. This is some new weakness that we have because we did not see this last season. And every time people are like, oh, it's still early in the season or some nonsense. Come on, ref. Blow the whistle, man. That that was an awful first half. Oh my lord. Oh my god. That was Liverpool second half, dude. I'm so mad. It's so frustrating. This is a golden opportunity and we keep letting halves go. We keep leaving it till the second half in order for us to win. This is exactly like the Liverpool second half. We were unable to put a glove on them. So frustrated. Now we're at the halftime and I don't know what to say. If we come out in the second half playing like that, we do not deserve to win this league. We do not deserve to win this league if this is how we're going to play. We don't deserve to win this league. If this is how we're going to play and you have a golden opportunity, your closest rivals are dropping points and you can't even retain possession for 20 minutes against Nottingham Forest. What are you going to do when you have to go and play Man City at the Etihad? What are you going to do next week when you got to go to Old Trafford? Or actually, no, when Man United come to Arsenal, who just soundly beat Manchester City. They're watching this and they're saying, yeah, we're food. Crazy. Yeah, this is frustrating. It's crazy how there are two extremes when it comes to certain fans. You get your fans that are well balanced, but then this thing of toxic positivity that seeps into these sorts of situations. Why are you telling me that that was a good half? You'll have Arsenal fans right now, like I'm reading Arsenal fans saying that that was a good half. There was no way that that was a good half. They either did not watch this game, okay, or they and or they haven't watched other games that we've been in. That was a repeat of the Liverpool second half. And when you talk to Arsenal fans after that match, they'll say, "Oh, just a bad day at the office. It's just a coincidence. It happens." No, it's not a coincidence if it's happening consistently in multiple games from the beginning of the season where there is this fragility. We can't keep control of the ball. We can't keep possession. And we're not really getting good shots on goal. So frustrating. So frustrating. What makes it worse is matches played out. Yeah, people just want to remain positive. It's like magical thinking. It's delusion, is what it is. That was an awful, awful last 20 minutes. And even if we're talking about the beginning of the match, the first 25 minutes of the match, we really didn't we really didn't bother them too much. Their goalkeeper hasn't really made any he hasn't made any saves, but we've had David Raya run out multiple times trying to clear it and then have them be on goal. Jokeres, man, and again finding excuses, trying to seem like you're balance headed, you know, that you're level headed when you refuse to criticize these players and how they're playing. Hmm. We've been awful, man. I'm sorry. People are so unwilling to be realistic. They want to talk about, oh yeah, well yeah, this it's all good. Listen, how is it all good when this is repeated all consistently? These wide open goal misses. Odegaard going missing once again. Defensive fragility, inability to maintain possession. I think it's a tactical problem. It can't just be the players. I mean, the way that we beat Chelsea, although they scored a couple goals, again, due to just really mentally weak decision making on the pitch. Jokeres had this opportunity. Instead of kicking the ball forward and running onto it, he decides to bring it down with his chest and completely misses the goal. Is there another goal next to the goal? My God, come on. I have to talk about this. Why is Jokeres missing a wide open goal? He is supposed to be the striker. This is supposed to be his bread and butter when it's one on one with a center back. And he's already got like 2-3 yards on the center back. But again, it's the brains, it's the lack of brains that bothers me about Jokeres even. Why are you bringing it down with your chest when you're ahead of the center back? Head it forward or let it come down and kick it forward and run onto it and make it one on one with the goalkeeper. Why are you bringing it down on your chest? Frustrating match. Golden opportunities. Every week, golden opportunities letting it slip every week. And this is season after season where we do this. We have to fail every single time so that we can correct it every single time. Instead of making sure that we don't make these sorts of mistakes, recognizing them ahead of time. We don't need to keep making these same mistakes to learn from them. We can learn from others. We can take advantage of our closest rivals dropping points. This is not title winning mentality that I'm seeing here. I'm not seeing it from the players. I'm not seeing it from the manager. They'll put up a great performance most of the time, but that is not enough, guys. We have seen Manchester City go on incredible runs. If we do not grab it when they no one to blame but ourselves, and this Manchester City team currently is nothing special. To not take advantage and lead Manchester City in the state that they're in, you do not have any right to win anything this season because it shows me you do not have the mentality to win. You are not a killer. You get nervous when you're right there on the precipice of crossing the line and winning it. You're so fixated on progressing that you haven't been able to apply it in order to get the W. The reason that you're doing this in the first place. You're doing this to win. Okay? We're not here just to have a kick around. Otherwise, we'd be watching some other game. And it's far too often the case that Arsenal let halves of games slip from them. It's so frustrating that we do this so frequently, so consistently. Right now, Aston Villa and Man City are watching this game and they're saying we still have a chance because look at Arsenal. Arsenal have it in them to bottle this. Bottle this amazing golden opportunity. Nottingham Forest should really be one up. Where is Martin Odegaard? Where is our captain? Get this guy out of here, man. I'm done with Martin Odegaard. Stop with this agenda. Who is Martin Odegaard? What has he done? What has he done in the time that he's been at Arsenal that he deserves to be the captain? Just because Granit Xhaka lost his mind one game and lost the captaincy does not mean Martin Odegaard is a good captain. He was chosen by the players. And clearly, first of all, the team has changed since then. We need a new captain. Martin Odegaard is not that. He needs to be stripped of the captaincy. This is not acceptable from the captain of Arsenal Football Club. To be just invisible. Games on end, invisible. And then once he has like a decent game, everybody's like, Martin Odegaard is back. And then he'll have another run of 4 or 5 games where he's invisible again. So frustrating. That's the first player I have a problem with, Martin Odegaard. Because you cannot have your captain and your creative hub playing the way that Martin Odegaard is playing, being completely shy. There need to be some changes at the half. I want to see Arteta be proactive here and just get rid of whoever's not performing. I don't want to see Odegaard. I don't want to see Odegaard in the second half. Martinelli, sorry, you didn't put it away. Put in somebody who's a finisher. Trossard, put Trossard in. Jokeres, you're not doing it. Okay, you're not. You don't have any brains, dude. You're not using your brains. At least give us a chance with Havertz or someone else. It's crazy. This is ridiculous. Let's see what the chat says. Apparently, there's some chats. I've been completely ignoring them right before the half is about to start. Somebody said, "Can you kindly wear your Arsenal shirt backwards?" Dean Smith, appreciate you subbing. Thank you for joining us and commenting. Uh, Kindly wear your Arsenal shirt backwards. I don't understand what you're saying. Like, like if you're talking about this Arsenal shirt that I have here, it is backwards. That's the back side of that shirt, right? That's the FA Cup shirt, and it's the one that has the FA Cup logo in the middle, right? For the FA Cup winning year 2020. Yeah, but that's the back side of it. And yeah, I wouldn't wear it. I mean, this to me is kind of like a prize. I'm thinking about getting a frame for it because I don't like wearing it. I want to just kind of keep it sort of pristine. It's like a one of my prized possessions. Typically, I don't buy Arsenal shirts. You know, it hasn't worked out. I'm a bit superstitious about it. I would love to be able to get some of these older kits, but the older kits they're a bit expensive. Getting the bruised banana kit would be great. Classic Arsenal away shirt. Can you show me the back of your Arsenal shirt, the one that you are wearing? I'm not wearing an Arsenal shirt right now. I'm just wearing a regular shirt. See? Yeah, this is not an Arsenal shirt. This is just a regular T-shirt, right? uh, I understand I understand that. Yeah, it looks like the current away kit that Arsenal are wearing for this match. But yeah, this is just a regular shirt. Yeah, I'm superstitious. I don't wear Arsenal gear when I'm watching Arsenal matches. I'm just superstitious like that. Please ignore these scam messages, man. Get gonna get blocked. No more scams. Stuck watching. Okay. Somebody put some kind of like moving emoji. We'll see whatever that means. All right. Dean Smithy, are you an Arsenal supporter? Let us know. All right, let's see here. We've got Forest have the ball. I'm still livid about that first half. And I have my Arsenal supporting community telling me that that was an okay that was an okay half. Did the goalkeeper make a save? I don't think so. I can imagine this game going to 0-0. the way that we're playing. I'm curious as to where Saka is. All right, Dean Smithy, you seem to be a bit too interested in Arsenal shirts, and you keep asking about Arsenal shirts. I want to verify that you're not a bot because there's so many bots on these streaming websites. No, I don't have any art. And to answer your question, if you're not a bot, I don't have any Arsenal shirts with numbers or names on it because I would not. That's something I don't do. I don't wear. Um, I don't wear like if you're gonna have a number on it, then you're gonna have a name on it. It doesn't make sense to have a number with no name. But no, I don't do that either. I just get the shirt, the standard shirt. And once in a blue moon, when we actually win something, I'll go out and buy a shirt. You know, I'll probably be doing it more frequently if we start winning frequently. See, Forrest got the ball. Forrest have it here. It feels like we're still finding it difficult to impose ourselves. Jokeres is not really providing any kind of threat. Yeah, Trossard has come in for Martinelli. Yeah, this feels really puts a damper on the rest of the scores this week. I'm really not happy. I'm not happy about the performances that we've been putting up. All of my Arsenal supporting community will tell me this is just a dip in form. We're going to kick into gear. This is an anomaly, and we're going to get back to it and start dominating teams the same way that we have dominated some of these teams in the Champions League when we were scoring, fours and fives against them. But I don't see it when this has been a pattern from the beginning of the season. Ben White at the touchline for the throw in. Gets it to Madueke. Gets it back to Zubamendi. I don't know. I don't like this lineup. I don't think these guys work well together. Arteta was, again, I feel like he's trying to be too clever and putting out a team that is not the usual team. Instead of starting Saka, instead of starting Trossard, he decides to start Madueke and Martinelli. And honestly, even with Jokeres scoring a goal in the previous match and getting an assist, having like an overall good game, I don't think he deserves to start in the league. I think right now he is a cups goal. What is it? A striker, center forward. He's for the cups. He's for the FA and League Cup. I wouldn't even play him in the Champions League as a starter. At least he can come off of the bench, but these guys have to earn it. There shouldn't be any kind of entitlement. I think some of these new players that we have, the way that they are behaving feels as if they feel entitled. When I look at Madueke and some of the lazy stuff that he does, losing the ball far too easily. When I see Eze and his lazy playing, where he's not tracking back and helping to defend, or trying to string passes together, or just doing like donkey work. When I see Jokeres being a complete moron, to me, that says that these guys are they're not really trying. See Jokeres again. All he does is just wrestle with the center back. Declan Rice has been somewhat anonymous. Yeah, I don't see this game going very well. And look, Edu is in the crowd. Edu went to Nottingham Forest. Yeah, this is not a good performance, and you can see that Arteta is over here talking to Gabriel Heinze, frustrated, and I wonder what he's asking him. What's he telling him? Like, hey, you maybe he let Heinze make some decisions that aren't necessarily working out. I don't know. They said in the previous match, Declan Rice was having an argument with AirPod Albert, our set piece coach. Is it or is that Nick? Man, I don't remember. Yeah, but yeah, AirPod Albert, gray haired dude, assistant coach. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I think it's that other Spanish coach that is our set piece guy. But right now we're finding it really difficult. See, when we're giving the ball away, we look terrible. Yeah, I want someone to come back and tell me how this is a great half of football. This is ugly. This is really ugly. We're finding it difficult to play out of our own half. And here you go again with the laziness of Madueke losing it in our half. Madueke needs to come off immediately. We need to make some changes. I'm going to be so livid. I'm even if we win this match somehow, because we might lose it. We might lose it the way that we're playing. Madueke needs to come off. I'm sorry. Not just him. There's several players that need to come off. I don't want to. What are we doing, man? We can't even break out of our own half. We're like stuck in our box. We're making Nottingham Forest look like monsters right now. Saka getting ready to come on, Jesus and Marino. Look at this. Forest right back at us, pushing us back to our box. Martin Odegaard doing nothing. He's slow, he's weak. Not captain material, I'm sorry. Does anyone disagree with me that Martin Odegaard is not captain material? I don't think he's first 11 material for Arsenal Football Club. You can't be the captain of this team and get hooked, especially in big games like this. This is a big game. Based on the context of the league and how we've been playing, you would expect someone that is carrying the captain armband to step it up and carry the team. Yeah. Yeah. Arteta making some really forward changes right now. Taking Jokeres off. Yeah, all these guys. It's clear. It's Jokeres coming off. It's Martinelli coming off, and it's Madueke. Or no, sorry, it's Madueke coming off. It's Jokeres and it's Odegaard coming off, and Martinelli came off. Martinelli got hooked at the half. Yeah, I mean you got to do it. I mean I hope Gabriel can do something. My question is where's Havertz? Because maybe Havertz might be a little bit better for this match. What is going on, dude? We can't get to the second ball. They're beating us to the second ball. We're supposed to be the dual monsters, you know. If you guys remember the Amazon series with Arsenal, the um, what did they call it? It was like something or nothing or some nonsense. You know, the meme about Arteta. When I lose a duel, I am upset. We're losing all of the duels. Nottingham Forest are still dominating us. I mean, we're 58 minutes into the game, and we have been dominated for the majority of this game. And look at that. Ben White can't control the ball. Nottingham Forest get it back. Okay, Saka, come on. You're supposed to be the star man. You got the 30 million, or sorry, the 300,000 a week. Rice gets an opportunity on goal, blocked by Sells. It wasn't really a great, but that's the first save that the Nottingham Forest goalkeeper has had to make. Come on, Saka, put us on your shoulders. Good try by Declan Rice. Decent, decent save by the goalkeeper. Set piece for Arsenal. Saka steps up. Come on, earn that 300k. Goes in. Good cross. Nobody there. Trossard fighting for it. Trossard loses it. They're really making us work hard. Honestly, seeing the way that they're playing, that we're playing right are, I don't expect us to do well in the League Cup. Teams are watching this game and they're thinking, you know what? We're going to do the same exact thing. We've seen Liverpool do it to them. We've seen Sunderland do it to them. We've seen Aston Villa do it to them. And now we're watching Nottingham Forest do it to them. So we're going to employ the same tactics. Look at this. We can't get a foot on them. They're just running all over us. We don't deserve to win this game. We don't deserve to win this game, and we don't deserve this league. Simple. This is frustrating. They're beating us. They're beating us to everything. This is awful. Awful football. And they're just running at us. We can't stop it. We can't do anything. We can't get the second ball. We can't get the first ball. Can't win the duel. Forest are just in the ascendancy. They've come back out with the same mentality from the first half. And we're letting this Elliot Anderson have freedom in the midfield. Why are we letting these players just dribble through our midfield? Saka, earn that money. Earn that money, Saka. Draws the foul. Maybe gives us a chance to hold our breath. Definitely a foul. He's double teamed. Forest are complaining about it, of course. The Premier League love this. They want the drama of a tight title race. And if that happens, we're going to lose it. If there's a tight title race, we're going to lose it. We don't have the mentality for that. There are fundamental changes that need to be made with this team. If we're looking to be a team of world class players with a world class manager, Aina holds Trossard. Yeah, they're trying to be physical and slow us down, frustrate us. The longer the game goes, the more frustrated we get, the more likely we're going to make mistakes. It's a real indictment that Eze has not come on. It's an indictment to him and his form and what he's been doing. Right now, I'm looking at the signings that Berta has made since he has come from Atletico Madrid. See, we're making bad mistakes now. Gabriel has almost pulled another one of his giveaways. What is going on? Are we mentally exhausted? But that's not an excuse. We're playing teams that are also putting in a lot of effort to really played with a lot of energy. Cross goes in. Ugly. This is not a good game. But yet people will tell me, "Oh, don't worry about it. Don't Oh, you're still mad about the Liverpool game?" Yes. Yes. Because it betrays something fundamental about this team. Yeah, there's something fundamentally wrong with us. This to me this is a final right here. This is a final. I know that if we make it to the League Cup final, we're not going to win it because we don't have the mentality to win it. People want to tell me, "Oh, we're 6 points up. We're 6 points up." No, no. Good attempt. Saka gets his head onto it. Goalkeeper has to save it. I'm not necessarily angry at that. Good attempt. Good cross from Rice. But we still haven't done enough. We haven't done enough for me to be frustrated by missing something like that. Corner for us. Rice swings it in. Goes out. Yeah. 65th minute. More drop points. More unnecessary drop points. We're not winning the league. I'm sorry. We're not winning the league. This is, you know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. Like, and Arsenal fans be like, "Whoa, why are you so negative? Why are you so negative?" Listen, man. Why are you so delusional? That's my question. You want to live in your delusion. I want to live in my reality. We're playing awful right now. Keep playing. Referee's not going to stop it. Stop trying to buy fouls, even if they're legitimate. Ball goes forward, wasted. Another wasted possession, man. What the fuck is this, man? What is this, man? Gabriel Jesus Anonymous. Ugh. Dude. Hmm. Can't even put up a performance against Nottingham Forest. If Liverpool was frustrating because of just the performance, not necessarily the result, because the result is okay. In this situation, it's the result and the performance that are frustrating. Arsenal have it, trying to impose some level of control, not really getting close to Forest. I don't see us getting anything from this. I don't see us getting 3 points from this game. I'm not happy with this. Free kick for Arsenal, about 10 yards outside of the 18-yard box, about 28 yards away. I'm not hopeful for the rest of the season, guys. Arsenal have a way of just like ruining my weekend. It was starting off pretty well. Supposed to be cooking up some steaks tonight. Oh man, this is ugly. Free kick. Declan Rice steps up. He doesn't even look like he's too confident about it. Crosses it in. Terrible. Cleared out by Forrest. You could tell that he wasn't actually going to go for it, but there's nobody there to put it in. Saka, come on, Saka, do something. Header cleared by the goalkeeper. Another corner for Arsenal. I'm looking at these players and I'm looking at their body language, and even they are not confident. Forest goalkeeper having a very good game. A lot of the Forest players are having a good game. Saka, cross goes in. It's okay. It's not really an in swinger. Ball bobbles around a little bit. Forest kick it forward. Goes out of touch. Arsenal ball again. Going into the 70th minute now. Really awful, shameful performance. Lose the ball again. Lose the ball again, doing too many dribbles. Referee calls it back. Looks like it's a foul. Uh, Free kick outside of the 18-yard box again. Clearly, he's going to try to swing it in. Cross goes in, misses the goal. Marino, looks like Marino got his head on it. Yeah, Marino gets his head on it, misses it. It's a difficult attempt. The fact that he got his head on it is commendable, but this is not a good match. All right. Come on. Let's play. Nope. Gabriel Jesus, nowhere to be found. For all we've done in the attacking department, we're still dealing with the same issues. We're still finding it hard to score goals. We still can't produce a prolific striker. Marino trying to buy a foul, doing some Spanish football nonsense. Referee gives a yellow to somebody on the Nottingham Forest bench. Maybe Sean Dyche. No, no, no. It looks like one of his staff got a card. But this is part of their game. I'm not mad at them. Looks like they're about to bring on a player. If Nottingham Forest win this game, they very well deserve it. They've put up a valiant effort against Arsenal, and Arsenal do not deserve to win this match. We don't deserve to win this match. Nottingham Forest get a free kick here, out near the touchline, way out. It's not that far, honestly. It's like 35 yards out. It looks like in a dangerous position. I think cross goes in, cleared by Rice. Nottingham Forest rebound the ball. Now they're back on the attack. It seems like for some reason we can't keep up with their pace. It's like Nottingham Forest are just too fast for us. David Raya collects it. No. We're back to it again. Oh my lord. Yep, lose possession, bad passing. I don't understand. One week, oh, it's the rain. Well, it's not raining today. It's raining shit is what it is. Excuse my language there. Frustration. Terrible passes, losing possession. Just give it to Saka and let him try to do something. No. Bad squared pass. Hmm. What do they call it? Turgid football. This is turgid. Yep. Nottingham Forest knock it back out. Some of the results that we've gotten this season have more to do with the other team not being very good than it has to do with Arsenal doing what we're supposed to do. Okay. Arsenal with the ball. Slow build up. Ben White back to Saliba. Ben White kicks it forward. Saka tries to get it around. Saka received it. That was actually good. Great ball. Doesn't really nobody there for the nobody there for the finish. I don't see anything happening in this game, man. Too much of the same patterns. And we can't keep up with the pace. I don't understand this. We cannot stand the pace of Nottingham Forest. We got Saliba trying to deal with this fresh player, number 14, that has just come in, Ndoye. Saka trying to help out defensively, getting pushed down by Hudson Odoi, draws the foul. These players need to get their heads into it. Mm. Hmm. See Eze warming up. I don't know where Eze would come on. what who would come off for Eze? Zubamendi or something? We've already changed our front three. I'm sure that Arsenal fans are going to try to console themselves by saying, "Well, look at Manchester City. Look what they've done. Look what happened to them at Man United. Look at their performance." Arsenal fouls. Saliba loses control. This is a terrible match. Just on a basic level. Just on a basic level, these guys don't look. They don't look as good as the Nottingham Forest man for man. They look worse than the Nottingham Forest team. Nottingham Forest players. Looks like Eze's coming on. 78th minute. Eze's coming on. I have no idea who's coming for Zubamendi. That's what I thought was going to happen. Okay, so I'm guessing Eze is going to play left 8, and Rice is going to drop into the 6. Man, right. You've got 10, 12 minutes, Eze. You got to make something happen because we are tragic right now. David Raya collects it, kicks it forward. Jesus fighting for it. Ball goes out, Arsenal corner. Yeah. That was a good run of play there. Yeah, Jesus tried to get it to Eze. Corner for Arsenal. Declan Rice steps up for it. That's a handball. VAR check. Handball. Handball. That's a handball. That's a handball. The only way that they can say this is not a penalty, unless we're gonna get referee shenanigans. Unless we get referee shenanigans here. We haven't had referee shenanigans most of the season, but that's a penalty. That's a penalty. Look at the Forest fans; they see it. That's a clear penalty. But we'll see referee shenanigans. They're VAR checking it. That's a clear penalty. Clear penalty. That's a clear penalty. They called it off. No penalty. Referee shenanigans. Oh my god. Referee shenanigans. Oh, there we go. That's what we were waiting for all season. Referee shenanigans. Referee shenanigans. What the fuck was that? That's a penalty. That's a penalty. Oh, referee shenanigans. Oh, somebody check this referee's bank account. Referee shenanigans. And it's so bad because I can't even be mad at this the result of this game. The expected result. Gabriel Jesus tries to get the ball back. He gets kicked. He gets beat up, man. The referee doesn't even give us the ball. That's ridiculous. This is Oh my god, this is shameful. The Premier League. The shame. Shame on the Prem. Shame on Arsenal, man. Oh god, this is going to ruin my week. What in the hell is going on? We were waiting for referee shenanigans. Oh, referee shenanigans. The guy scoops the ball with his hand inside the box. The quickest VAR check ever. They just got the call from you know what I'm saying, the owners of from the Emirates. Hey, yeah, that's not a penalty. Check your bank account. That's not a penalty. Ah, good lord. 82nd minute going into the 83rd. Oh man. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing, guys? Nobody there for Saka. No help for Saka. Why is Saliba playing so far forward? This is really kind of dangerous. Terrible, terrible pass into the box by Saka. My guy, that was, yeah, that's not 300K. People are going to use that number to beat him over his head now. You signed a contract for 300K a week. Granted, you didn't start this game or play the majority of it. Oh man, what a terrible pass. What a terrible pet. Timber giving it away. Somebody come back and tell me how this was a good game. Somebody can't come back and tell me, oh, just wasn't our day. Hmm. They keep giving it to us, and we don't want it. We don't want the league. I don't want the league. Let me be like Arsenal. I don't want the league. What the hell are we doing? They keep giving it to us, and we don't want it. I am so livid. The players that he brought in, they're almost as bad as the players that he took out. Trossard, invisible. Jesus, anonymous. Saka, nowhere to be seen. Eze, who? When is Eze ever going to get minutes again? Arsenal trying to hurry up and play. Come on, Ben White. Get it to Saka. Terrible pass. Terrible pass, Ben White. Foul, Forest. Can't do the basics. And guess what happens? We give away late goals, don't we? 85th minute, Forest are okay just taking a point and running the clock down. They don't want to win. We don't want it. This is wild. This is wild. This is such a terrible game. I can't even get myself to watch. Yeah, we're not winning the league. Congratulations, Manchester City. I think I'll do a game reaction after this game. Maybe after I cool down a little bit. I haven't even had anything to eat today. All I've had for energy is coffee. You know what I'm saying? How do you drop points? How is it the 87th minute and it's the same nonsense? Nothing has even changed. It's not like we've even had like a good run of play. Saka gets it all the way out to Trossard. Trossard, what's he going to do, huh? He's getting double teamed. He crosses it in. They clear it. Nobody there in the box. We've had plenty of set pieces also in this game. It's not like the Chelsea game where we get first set piece, first goal, opens it up, and then we can start playing. We can't just rely on set pieces to open up games every time. It's fair to do it every now and then, but you can't just keep doing it. Terrible cross by Saliba. Like can't. Yeah, there we go. And now Gabriel has to run back because Gabriel Jesus, or sorry, Igor Jesus is right there. Saka with it. Saka trying to hold off the defender. Why is Saliba? Why is Saliba taking crosses and running to the byline? Forrest making changes, bringing on attackers. We're not winning the league, guys. Not winning the league. A lot of questions need to be asked in the summer. Questions about Arteta, questions about some of these players. Saka, supposed to be our star man now. Now it's time to get criticized, Saka. I've been hesitant to criticize Saka for a long time. Let's see. Forrest kick the ball forward. Arsenal again losing duels. Yeah, I think we're done. This is going to be the death knell of this so-called project. Congratulations, Manchester City. We don't want the league. This is such a frustrating watch. 5 minutes extra time. We're in the 90th minute. What are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do here? Can't. But Ben White gets pickpocketed. Hudson Odoi running with the ball, keeping it, and they're just bouncing it. They're just doing tricks. Yeah, we don't want it. We don't want it. I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated. Throw in for Forrest. We can't keep possession of the ball. Here we go. Gabriel Jesus just falling. Second FC. That's what we are. Second FC. I've not seen anything good from this team. We're not playing Manchester City away, which we still have to go to this season. Saka doing Saka things. Cross goes in. Psh, Forest ball. We're going towards a nil-nil, like I said. That is if Forest don't score a late winner, and we've given away late goals this season. Forest have the ball now. 2 minutes left on the extra time. We give away late winners. Wow, Forest get in the box, almost score. Going for a late winner. Got a minute and a half. Despondent, man. I don't know what to say. And this is repeated over and over this season. We got 30 seconds on the clock to do what? More crosses, more bullshit. We can't even get the ball in the box. Declan Rice running up gives away a. Oh, man. Forest have the ball, run forward. Look at this. Man City have gotten Semenyo in and Gahey in. They haven't fully acclimated to the team. And now what they want to do is to kick into gear. Aston Villa had a little bit of a dip, but Unai Emery can go on a run. Blow the whistle blown. It's full time 0-0, just as I said it would be. Full time. Awful. Bottle jobs. Bottle jobs. We're not winning the league. Someone said Sean Dyche lost to Wrexham. Turns up against Arsenal, dominates us. If they had some finishers, we'd be dead. Forest players slapping hands and all this. Fucking shit every fucking time. I just saw Rice, close up to Rice, read his lips. Fucking shit every fucking time. Yeah, that's what it is. Fucking shit every fucking time. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Totally ruined my entire week, man. The same way I'm still mad about the Liverpool game, and now you got to add a layer of this nonsense. We're finished. We're finished. We're finished. What is this? This is a mental issue that we have. This is a psychological mentality problem that we have. Pathetic. Arsenal fans, I'm gonna do a reaction video. All right, we're here at full time, and hold up, let me go ahead and end this stream.